Ei, gente, bom dia, tudo bem? We are going to take a look at the indefinite pronouns in Portuguese, all right? So let's see here. Tudo, and the opposite, nada. Alguém, ninguém. Algo, nada. Algum, alguma, that means some, okay? Now notice that the plural of algum is alguns with an N. Remember that when a noun in Portuguese ends with an M, you have to change it to an N before you add the S, okay? So tudo cannot be followed by a noun. If you use a noun, you must use todo, toda, todas. So let's look at this example here. Eu sei tudo que a professora ensinou. So I know everything the teacher taught. Now, so there is no noun. You cannot use a noun after tudo because it's a pronoun, okay? Now, if you want to use a noun, so for example, the second example here, os verbos, so the verbs. So I know all the verbs the teacher taught, so eu sei todos os verbos que a professora ensinou. So you have verbos, masculino plural, todos masculino plural. Now, as famílias, feminino plural, todas. Quase todas as famílias americanas celebram o Dia de Ação de Graças. So, almost all American families celebrate Thanksgiving. Notice that Americana, nationalities in Portuguese, the name of nationalities is not capitalized, okay? And famílias, feminino plural, todas as famílias. And Dia de Ação de Graças, letra maiúscula, because it's the name of a holiday, you have to capitalize it, all right? The same thing with nada, nothing, algo, something, ninguém, nobody, alguém, someone. If you use a noun, you must use nenhum, nenhuma, negative, or algum, alguma, affirmative. So let's look at the examples. Eu não tenho nada a dizer. I don't have anything to say. Notice that in Portuguese, we use the double negative, all right? Which contradicts the rule in English. Eu tenho algo a dizer. I have something to say. So this is what I meant. Nada is negative. So you use, if the sentence is negative. Eu não tenho. So you have to use nada. Now, if you say eu tenho, that's affirmative. Then you have to say something, right? Eu tenho algo a dizer. Knoxville tem alguns parques maravilhosos. So parques, parks, and it's masculine plural. So alguns. Remember what I mentioned? Algum in the plural changes, the M changes to N, okay? Cidades, feminino plural. Então, algumas cidades têm mais atrativos culturais que outras. So, some cities have more cultural attractions than others. Notice that the sentence is affirmative, that's why you used alguma, all right? In the plural, feminine plural. Eu não tenho nenhuma pergunta. I don't have any questions. So notice that in English you say I don't have any questions. In the plural, in Portuguese, because you use nenhuma, it's going to be singular, okay? Eu não tenho nenhuma pergunta. Pergunta is feminine singular. Eles não têm nenhum amigo aqui em Knoxville. They don't have any friends here in Knoxville. Amigo is masculine. That's why you have to use nenhum. So please remember, nenhum e nenhuma is always in the singular. O médico não quer ninguém no quarto do paciente. So the doctor doesn't want anybody in the patient's room. Então o médico não quer ninguém. So ninguém cannot be followed by a noun, okay? Because it is a pronoun. Now, if you do want to use a noun, like for example, relative, so the doctor doesn't want any relative in the patient's room, so o médico não quer nenhum parente. Parente is masculine. Nenhum parente no quarto do paciente. Nós precisamos de alguém muito dinâmico para este cargo. So we need someone very dynamic for this position. So alguém, so the sentence is in the affirmative. Nós precisamos is in the affirmative form. So we need someone. Remember that you use the preposition de after precisar if there is no verb. If you use a verb, then you don't need the preposition de, okay? Nós precisamos de alguém muito dinâmico para esse cargo. Now, if you want to say we need to hire someone, then you don't use the preposition de, okay? Nós precisamos contratar alguém muito dinâmico para este cargo. And remember that cargo is a false cognate. It does not mean cargo. It means position, okay? Eu preciso encontrar alguma maneira de falar com meu pai sobre esse problema. So I need to find some way to talk to my dad about this problem. Eu preciso encontrar, so here you have the verb, so there is no preposition, see? Eu preciso encontrar alguma maneira. So maneira is way, and in Portuguese it's a feminine word, and it's in the singular. Então eu preciso encontrar alguma maneira de falar com meu pai. Excuse me. So very important. Nenhum e nenhuma are always singular. And even though in English you say, I don't have any questions, in Portuguese it will be, eu não tenho nenhuma pergunta, singular. Do you have any questions? Em português, vocês têm alguma pergunta? To which you will say, nenhuma. Or if you have a question, sim, eu tenho uma pergunta. Or if I have some questions, eu tenho algumas perguntas. Although double negatives are not acceptable in the English grammar, in Portuguese it's actually the correct form, okay? Eles não têm nenhum amigo brasileiro, okay? So they don't have no Brazilian friends. Nenhum e nenhuma can be translated as any if the sentence is in the negative form. So, for example, eu não tenho nenhum amigo que fale chinês. I don't have any friends who speak Chinese. Or it can be translated as no. Nenhum amigo meu fala chinês. No friend of mine speaks Chinese. But the idea is always negative, okay? If you want to use an affirmative sentence, some friends of mine speak Chinese. Alguns amigos meus falam chinês, ok? Obrigada, gente. Até a próxima. Tchau.